the word? What's the word? What's the mother word, man? We are gathered here today to talk about the Shedeur Shedeur situation. Shedeur. Can't believe they treating this young man like this, man. Hey, first off, let me say this about the NFL. The NFL has always been one of those organizations that struck me as a not necessarily racist, but like borderline. It's stuck in the old days to where when they tell you to do something, you better do it in the NFL. Otherwise, you will be, blackballed. And I think Shedeur, man, him falling in the draft was something that they tried to do to send a shot at him. Don't know what the whole reasoning behind it was, but you can't tell me it was that many quarterbacks in the draft that was better than Shedeur Sanders. Just don't make sense, man. The man was out there balling. The young man was out there. He put in that work. He did what he was supposed to. How you telling me that Travis Hunter, number one pick, number two pick, I forget what he was. I think he was number one pick. He he qualifies, but the guy that was throwing on the ball doesn't. That's crazy, man. I mean, I've rarely seen things like that, to where, a quarterback of Shedeur Sanders' stature falls to the fifth round. Now, granted, it happens, we find great gems in late rounds. Brock Purdy, even though I'm not really a Brock Purdy fan, he still is panned out to be, better than a lot of people in that draft. So you could say that panned out. And then you got, the infamous Tom Brady, so it happens. Hines Ward, just to, talk about other people that done made it, being drafted in the late rounds, and still make it. But we got to talk about this game that this man went out here and played. Now, don't get me wrong, it was not a great game, but it was a good game. I mean, he did have some missed throws. He, made some bad reads and things of that nature. But it's to be expected of a rookie. And now, am I saying that the man should be starting? No, I'm not. I mean, you got Deshaun Watson there. He been looking all right. Trying to get back into things, and you still tied to him for 150, $200 million, whatever the case may be. Then you got Joe Flacco to back him up. Vic, Super Bowl, them been there, So Joe, or maybe he didn't go to the Super Bowl, but I don't remember. But Joe is battle tested, So you can see why he would be second on the depth chart. But other than that, bro, Kenny Pickett been traded 17 times. Like, what is you saying? This Dylan Gabriel dude, bro, we haven't even heard a press conference from this dude. You hear me? So it's like one of them things, like, man, like, why is y'all treating this boy like this? Like, this young man, like, what has he done? Something has been done to rock the status quo to why Shedeur Sanders is not getting the go like he should be from the Cleveland Browns organization. Then you have the owner coming out talking about, oh, it was never my plans to draft the man. Whoever drafted him, they did that on their own. Like, I was not, trying to draft Shedeur Sanders. Like, we've never seen an owner come out and say anything like that. Like, it's like, I'm trying to separate myself from this guy. I don't want nothing to do with it. Or it could be the opposite, saying, hey, I didn't make this decision, but clearly there are people under me that are fit to make those decisions. And in this situation, they made a good decision. So, I mean, it could be taken in the way. I'm the one. I'm leaning more towards, he didn't want nothing to do with old Shedeur, and that's why he brought the situation up. But I just think, man, at the end of the day, it's wrong how they doing them, bro. Give that man an opportunity. Y'all gave him an opportunity with the second, third team, whatever. The man went out there, did his thing. And it's like, dang, you think he's not deserving of first team reps? Like, you think he's not deserving to go out there and play a preseason game with the, first stringers? Like, that makes no sense at all, man. Like, so, man, I want to say this to Shedeur, bro. We rooting for you. We pulling for you, man. Keep your head up, bro. Trials and tribulations, bro. It'll make you or break you. But, I feel like, Shedeur, you one of them resilient ones. You'll find a way to rise to the top, big dog.